Okay, it is time to watch Lord of the Rings trilogy in 4K. I did a vlog on my personal channel where I got this in delivery, and I'm finally going to start watching this. I'm going to watch the theatrical editions for this episode of Movie Monday, and for next week, hopefully, all three of the extended editions. They are really long, obviously, but hopefully I can get it out next week. But Movie Monday this week is Lord of the Rings theatrical version. A couple things I didn't mention in my personal channel is the packaging. I think could have been better, especially considering it's £75, but the discs are in there. That's the main thing, so that's great. But the packaging, this is like printed on, it's like it's stuck on paper. It peels off a little bit like that, as you can see, which is a bit annoying. This is the extended version, so we're gonna watch those very soon. But for now, theatrical Fellowship of the Ring is what we'll start with, and then we will get on to the Two Towers. There we go. And then, obviously, the big one, Return of the King. By the way, a lot of these used to be DVDs. Like, these are my only DVDs that are left. Rush Hour Trilogy and Gold Trilogy. But I upgraded because of Black Friday. I upgraded a lot of these movies because it was really cheap Blu-rays. 4K was a bit more expensive, but I wanted to buy Aquaman. And I saw two for £25, and I thought, let's get Mad Max as well. So I got some 4K ones there. But yeah, and some 4K there as well with the Dark Knight trilogy. But yeah, I used to have a lot of DVDs. Now it's just mostly Blu-ray, which is fantastic, and a few 4K. But this might be the best of my 4K collection. I've got a 4K monitor right here, which is what I'll watch it on. And also, of course, a 4K Blu-ray player. Technically I've got two, because I got a PS5 here, but it won't play movies or even discs because I've disabled HDCP so I can record gameplay, and it won't let you record gameplay and watch media. So it's disabled all the streaming apps. It disables Blu-rays. You can't watch anything media related because it's a copyright protection thing that stops you from recording. So I got one of these a few months ago because I knew this was gonna happen. Alright, it's time to do this. Yeah, let me just get the disc. The screen is loading up. It's sort of a smart Blu-ray player because it has YouTube as well. I haven't actually tried playing YouTube on it because I wanted to, I wanted to get actual movies playing on it. I can't open this one-handed for some reason. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use the remote, just to be safe. Don't turn it off, David. Don't press the wrong button. Now read it. Read it. I need to see that 4K. Yeah, I need to see it. Read it. Oh, this is taking a bit of time. No, it's there, it's there. It's loaded, it's loaded, it's loaded. It's good. I've got the LG UBK90, by the way, if you want to know which 4K player it is. It plays 4K Blu-rays, normal Blu-rays, and DVDs as well. So, very good. All in one. Oh, yes. Now, due to copyright, I'm not going to show you too much footage. If I show you any footage, it will be a screenshot, literally just me recording the screen as I pause it. Otherwise, I'm not bothered with. I'm not going to be bothered about copyright. I mean, I don't want to be bothered by copyright. Is the point. So, but I'll tell you my thoughts on it for sure. It's been a while since I've watched these. I've watched the Hobbit trilogy more recently in cinemas. Last time I watched Lord of the Rings was before that. As for The Hobbit, I liked the first one, didn't like the other two. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I remember watching this when I was younger, and I absolutely loved them. And I don't think I actually saw the extended editions. I think I just saw these ones, theatrical editions. So, I'm looking forward to next week, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. I remember these being so good. Arguably the best trilogy of all time. At least one of the best. It's up there for sure. This is just... It's fantasy at its peak, really. It's so good. I do prefer, my personal preference is the Dark Knight trilogy. That's because I'm a big superhero fan, I'm a Batman fan. But still, this trilogy is just, it's up there. It's always been up there, it's just so damn good. I'm looking forward to watching this, and even from the previews, it looks so good on a 4K screen. It looks so nice, so nice. Let's get into this. Well, that was beautiful. absolutely beautiful. Next up is for me what I feel is the weakest of the trilogy. It's still a great movie, I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer the first and the third one. But I'm looking forward to this. By the way, the first one looks beautiful, looks brilliant in 4K, especially the opening battle scene looks really good. There are some brilliant visuals, especially in some scenes, as you would expect from 4K, but when you see it for yourself in 4K, it's just majestic. Absolutely majestic, especially when you see the comparisons online as well. The comparison pictures, I'm sure you can see them on Twitter or Instagram or somewhere. There's so many good comparison pictures, and it just shows you how much better it is. Here we go. I love 4K. I love the detail, especially with close-ups as well. It just looks so good in quality. Obviously, it's been a while since I watched the original versions anyway, so I can't really compare too much, but based on watching this for the first time in a while in 4K, it just looks really damn good. And I've seen comparisons online and you can see the difference through that. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing, that's for sure. And it's good to relive this. I remember watching as a kid and I was so amazed by the visuals back then. So now it's even better in 4K. It's not quite the same feeling because when you watch it for the first time, it's extra amazing obviously. But still, rewatching it in 4K, it's a great way to relive it, that's for sure. I'm watching quite a depressing scene right now, so... What was that you say? A large battle's about to happen at night and I can actually see what's happening? Game of Thrones. Really though, it does look good. I'm looking forward to seeing this incredible scene. I cannot wait to see the you-know-what moment. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if this camera filming does it justice, but me watching this 4K screen, it looks nice. I can only imagine what it would look like on a large 4K like OLED screen. I don't have one. This is my only 4K screen at my flat, but one day I'll see it on a much bigger TV. But on this monitor, it looks very good, so good. That Gandalf scene sent shivers down my spine. So yeah, that's 2 movies down. It's now Saturday night. I'm gonna go and stream Cyberpunk. I'm gonna finish this Sunday, watch the final movie, and then next week we watch the extended editions, and I think the third one's 4 hours long, so I think like the first one's like 50 minutes longer, second one's like almost an hour longer, third one's over an hour longer, and these are already like 3 hour long movies, so that's pretty crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they did it differently, like what they put more in the extended editions. I'm looking forward to that. But finally, I'm going to watch the third one. I love the way the storyline is done in the first 2 movies. Like, you get this whole big build-up of all these characters. You get to know them, and you get all of this build-up, obviously. And it builds up to the last half an hour of this movie and the final movie as well, where you get the big payoff. And the payoff is definitely worth the wait in this trilogy, and I'm looking forward to experiencing that ending in 4K. Okay. It is time. I like how this was in the case, like unlike the other ones, which are like, you know, they're like on this big case that's attached. They're attached to the middle and they can easily like slide off. A problem I had with a Fast and Furious box set is a very similar case to this, but this part that holds all the discs together, it just came off completely and it's just separate inside the case. So I was kind of worried that it might happen with this case as well, but so far it's been fine. And to be fair, that was an Amazon delivery, so maybe it was just thrown around or something. I certainly will not throw this masterpiece around, so hopefully this thing doesn't fall apart. But hey, look, the discs work, and that's the most important thing. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to watch this. It's over 3 hours long. It's going to be 3 hours of magnificence, I am sure. Let's do this. Gollum is low-key a bully, you know, the fat one. Listen, right? The song that's sung during this scene, it gives me chill every single time, regardless of how I watch it, whether it's 4K or something else. It's such a chilling scene. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love big battles, especially in fantasy settings, and the build-up is always so cool as well. It's why I love Game of Thrones, except for the last season. Apart from that, I love Game of Thrones. I love a lot of the big battles in there, a lot of the storytelling, and in Lord of the Rings as well. One of the things I love the most is the big battles, and also the storytelling is great as well. I've got some great characters. There's some comparisons to be made, but obviously they're completely different things. First of all, one's a TV show, and they're completely different. You know, they're not connected at all. But there's some similarities there in terms of, like, you know, great characters, great storylines, big battles. But obviously this one actually ended well, unlike Game of Thrones. Beautiful. The Eagles are here in 4K. Now that was an experience. So yeah, that was awesome. I obviously already loved the movies anyway, but to watch them in 4K, it looks really damn good. So I cannot wait to see the extended editions of each movie coming up next week. I haven't seen the extended editions, I'm pretty sure. I might have seen one of them, but I can't remember. I've definitely seen theatrical ones, all three, but I haven't seen all three extended, that's for sure. I might have not seen any of them, so I'm looking forward to seeing the amount of scenes they put in. Hopefully it makes it even better, but we'll see. One of them's like 4 hours long. I think it's the last one that I just saw. I'm looking forward to it for sure. So yeah, basically my first reactions to the theatrical edition will be in the next episode, Movie Monday. So yeah, there's some visuals at the end of these credits. There's not at the first two movies, but there are at this one. So I'm just watching them. They look good in 4K as well, just pictures. Anyway, yeah, that's it for Movie Monday today. And on 4K, Lord of the Rings is rated for me 9.5 out of 10. It looks beautiful, and I bet it would look even better on a massive 4K screen. But I don't have one. I just have this monitor. So yeah, but still, it's pretty damn good. I do want to see them in IMAX. To be fair, they need to re-release these in IMAX in cinemas, because I'd love to see this in IMAX. Anyway, yeah, that's it. See you later.